say that it leaves forever this road that I lose you on every time. And some say that it leaves forever this road. And some say that it leaves forever this road that I lose you on every time. And some say that it leaves forever this road. I can see you there, but you don't see me anywhere. I'm right in front of you, I'm right here on this winding road.
Alan Wake 2 is a game that above all else loves to shroud every single small thing in mystery. It doesn't matter how crazy the plot point is, it will still have you grasping, just desperately trying to find any sense you can make of it. And it spoon feeds it to you in the most satisfying but annoying way possible. And I just find it incredibly charming. It is not every day that you go through a 20-minute musical scene desperately trying to look at the lyrics and make sense of it. Anyways, before we even can get close to this beauty, we actually have to start at the beginning. I know. Why can't you just show me the entire musical? No, you have to wait. Stop the music! Now let me put on this nice, calming, Cult of the Tree killing music to, set the tone for the two characters that are about to be introduced.
Who's that Pokemon?
It's Alex Casey, my favorite nature hater, UFO expert, and he shares a name with a detective in Alan's book, but he's a real person! Oh!
Who's that Pokemon?
Saga Anderson! Because Saga Anderson is the most funny character inside the entire game.
The flooding is even worse here. More like underwater rain.
She has a daughter. Her name's Logan. She's very smart sometimes. It's scary. She's a part of the FBI like Casey, and everyone, no matter what the problem is, will just drop it on her and make her fix it instead of doing anything by themselves.
You should take lead. Think of me as the backup.
Great, now that you guys completely understand those two characters, we can finally begin. FBI agents Alex Casey and Saga Anderson were sent to a crime scene to investigate a cult killing. Oh, what's the name of this cult, you may ask? It's called the Cult of the Tree. Thank you for asking. And the man who died, his name was Nightingale, and they roughened him up a little bit. At the start of the game, there was this whole little sequence where you're him and you're running through the forest and then the Cult of the Tree decided to spread some well-needed Christmas joy.
Ho, ho, ho! Merry Christmas!
Santa's little helper, reporting for duty. Merry Christmas, everybody! It's almost Christmas, everybody! We're running out of time! Get to wrapping!
Anyways, back to the game. One thing about me is that I love exploring.
There's too much sky.
Ho, ho, ho! Merry Christmas!
I will go in every nook or I will go in any nook or cranny. Yes. So I decided I was going to explore this forest, but honestly it kind of sucked. Every time I would try to explore, Casey would be on my case saying, "Oh, don't get shot in the woods." It's like, okay, I'm fine. I can be myself. Anyways, after avoiding Casey, I found this note, which was actually a really nice piece of environmental storytelling. It was talking about someone who went to Cauldron Lake to watch birds, and they came on the unfortunate night that Nightingale was also killed. And it talks about how they saw him before he was dead and proceeded to hear some wolves and then run away. So that was just a cool little piece that you would not have found if you did not explore like I did. Continuing forward through the forest, we are introduced to these two characters. I'm not going to do a whole sheet on them. They're not very important. One's name is
Mulligan,
Norton, and the other's name is Thornton. And they're the two little deputies of this town, and they were the ones who very sloppily set up the crime scene with all the stuff, and you know, it does the job. It's okay. How this game works is pretty much there's a bunch of different clues you can find just throughout the world, and at the crime scene you can analyze these three little parts of everything. And then when you have to collect your thoughts, there's this place called the Mind Palace. This place in the game is explained as a mental technique, so it is full of like different pieces of her memories and stuff like that that you can just look through. And a cool little fun fact, this room is a direct mirror of, they stay at a lodge in this small town for their investigation, and this is a direct mirror of one of the rooms that they have to like question people and stuff like that. And it is never outright told to you. You just see the room later on in the game, and that's just a cool little detail that's just woven into the thing that I wanted to talk about. Thank you! This overall room also acts as like a menu for you to go throughout your journey. You can see like all your collections, your maps, your upgrades, and most importantly, your detective stuff. In the middle of the room, like right where you show up, there's a detective board, and it allows you to make connections between different pieces of evidence, leading you to different conclusions, which in turn move the plot forward. Anyways, one of the other main important parts of the Mind Palace is this place called profiling. Profiling is pretty much in the name. It's using your super empathy and psychic powers in order to read a dead or alive person's mind, figuring out hints that lead you forward. But you all probably know this already because you have visual memory, unlike me, a stupid Fantasia freak. And if anyone tells me to imagine an apple in the comment section, I'm banning you from my channel.
Ho, ho, ho! Merry Christmas!
Now back to the game. Through the very normal skill of mind reading, Saga deduces that they had put something inside of the body of Nightingale, and they would have to go back to the town of Bright Falls in order to remove it and get the clue. On the way back though, they find a strange item, which seems to be a manuscript page taken straight out of a horror novel. And I'll let Saga Anderson describe the rest.
It's for us. The text is about us. The victim was one of their own. FBI Special Agent Robert Nightingale. And then there was the page they found. The first step down into terrifying depths.
Reading
the
the
words.
These words felt like a message.
Felt like a message.
Someone knew they were here. Someone playing a game with them. An invitation. How could they not accept, even if they knew it would end up hurting them?
You were right.
This is right up my alley.
Tupen rapinan vain kuulee korvissaan. On yötön se valon syy.
Saga Anderson and Alex Casey were headed to the town of Bright Falls. Walking around this town, at a first glance, it looks like any other small town, but as you look deeper, you kind of realize how bizarre but like charming this place is. On my research through the town, these are some of the very normal things that I found. Two people in suits advertising Coffee World, surely that won't come up later. Some really awkward dude taking a lot of photos in front of not even a cool landmark, just taking a bunch of photos. Some dude like going crazy, I won't even lie, like he was busting it down. Throughout this game, there are radios that are located in all of the major areas, and as you're exploring, they will play different aspects of radio shows or songs or stuff like that. And this is where you're introduced to the first main one, and it is this radio show that is just all about Bright Falls. This specific radio show that you come across here is about a weather forecast, but they couldn't get a meteorologist, so they got the second best thing, the grandfather of the meteorologist.
Great, and Tapio, what kind of weather can we expect today? Steerfast is coming, rain or shine, and that parade lineup is looking dandy as ever.
The parade or event, whatever, my boy Tapio was talking about was one that seems to be plastered around the entire town. There are posters, parade floats, and tons of other stuff just talking about this event called Deerfest. Deerfest is a festival about, you guessed it, on the day of the festival, the whole town fills with floats, game stalls, and more, and we'll know more about that later. After finally being fully welcomed into the beautiful town called Bright Falls, we approach a diner, and we meet someone by the name of Tim Breaker. He introduces himself as the deputy of this town, and he tells us that within Oh Dear Diner, there are 2 witnesses for the accursed Jolly Cult killing. Through some very interesting detective work, Saga figures out that they had stolen a piece of evidence. How dare them? But don't worry, nothing can get past Saga Anderson. After that, this lady at the diner seemingly knows Saga. Saga has never seen this lady in her life ever, but this lady is talking to her as if they had known each other for a long time. That is concerning, but that's not even the worst part. Instead of remembering Saga's daughter is alive, she remembers her daughter as dead. Surely that's just it's just a prank, right? Then Alex Casey and a more distraught Saga Anderson continue towards the morgue, which is located in the Bright Falls Sheriff Station. Not in its own building because of budget issue. On the way, Casey acts like Casey.
About more. They always cheer me up.
And then we come over to examine the body. When examining the body, Saga found yet another page stashed inside of Nightingale's chest.
Nightingale hunted Saga. Didn't see her. The Taken could not see into bright light. Light hurt them, made them vulnerable. Nightingale had no heart, but here he was, killing.
Someone's created a fucked up fantasy about us.
Hey, hold on. We found these kinds of pages. I have them right here. No, wait.
Show me the clicker.
Didn't see her. Could not see into bright light.
I'll make you pay.
Saga had lost her gun. Other than the hint she had gained from the page, she was clueless. All she could do was try to get her gun.
He can't see me in the light. My gun's out in the hall. Gotta get it back.
Saga had no choice but to sit with the thought of these pages dictating the future, no matter how unlikely. that is.
Gotta move. Now. Vanished.
Saga had survived, but she was not out of the woods whatsoever. Actually, quite the opposite. She was going back to the woods at Cauldron Lake. The page described something called an overlap, a place between our world and someplace else. Saga had to pursue Nightingale into the overlap.
Finding a way in would be difficult. Required precise steps.
He'd be inside, waiting for her. Saga then comes across a member of the FBC doing some maintenance on a machine that we had seen earlier. Another cool little fact about the FBC is that there is an entire game going over this organization and the type of stuff they're doing, and actually a sequel recently got announced and I'm really excited for it, but no spoilers for that stuff. This is just a little bit of the trailer. I thought I'd want to say that. Anyways, through this FBC member we are introduced to another character. His name is Ilmo and his brother's name is Jaco. Together, they're the Koskela brothers, and I feel like anything I could say here is 10 times better said by themselves in this commercial, so...
Hello, and welcome to Coffee World, voted Washington's best coffee-themed amusement park. All of our attractions are family-friendly and available to children of all ages. Hold on for dear life on the Espresso Express! Oh! Soak in some local history at the Huatari Well. Come join Mocha Moose and the goats at our amusement park things.
Just don't share your coffee with the goats. Seriously, it's not a movie.
Anyways, after having a very heartfelt conversation about sweaters,
That's one gorgeous sweater, Saga.
Saga continued with Casey towards the crime scene.
Feels like home.
The entire forest's tone and atmosphere had changed since the first visit. The sun was setting, leaving Cauldron Lake in a horrifyingly beautiful orange. Casey once again proved himself to be the best FBI agent by letting Saga do all of the work.
Think of me as the backup.
Looking for clues, Saga finds a set of footsteps different from the first. This set of steps leads Saga to the tree they found the first page at. But this time, there was a very noticeable difference. There was something weird, a darkness that Saga was somehow seeing. She figured out that it was weak to light and exercised it with their flashlight. Upon this, Saga comes across a page in the darkness's wake.
The fuse was in place. Saga stepped into the witch's hut, and in the cabinet, another manuscript page.
Another page. Making progress. To get into the overlap, I need to find Nightingale's heart. Read the line imprinted on it, plus the line on the page to the witch's ladle sign. Then push the heart through the hole in the sign.
The image of the witch in the sign. Nightingale's heart.
Heart is at the general store, in a fridge.
Saga edged toward the broken door, her gun ready, flashlight aimed ahead. Saga found herself face to face with a cultist. We watch in the night. The words she had read on the page. I brought you the heart witch. Show me the terror. Saga pushed the heart through the hole in the sign. This was the key. The tree was the threshold. Nightingale was there. One of them. It's dark. I'm lost. Where am I? Who am I? I can't remember.
Are you okay?
No! It's my fault! He got out! He's changed the story. Our presence. We must stop it before...
Easy now. First things first. What's your name?
My name is Alan Wake. I'm a writer. I've been...
Wake? Where did you come from? You've been missing for 13 years.
13.
This entire segment, start to finish, brought me from hating this game to absolutely loving it. What I covered pales in comparison to the genuine game, and there is still so much to see, and so much I just really want to talk about. Like, we haven't even touched the whole weird concert thing I used as a little clickbait hook at the start. And there's so much more right after that. I genuinely urge you to play this game if you ever have the chance. Or, if you don't want to actually play the game, well, I guess if this video gets 500 views, I could make a part 2. Bye bye. I'll see you in a year.